In fact, from a week of mounting tension for oil markets to why the LA Lakers are a very big deal, we round up the big stories in business and finance over the week to June 20th. This is the week in numbers in the shadow of the conflict. Take a look.
From high tension on oil markets to a $10 billion play by the LA Lakers, this is the week in numbers. Over 20% was the rise in oil prices so far this month by Friday. Amid conflict between Israel and Iran, traders fear Tehran could respond by trying to blockade oil shipments through the Gulf. But prices did ease back later in the week on news the US wouldn't yet get directly involved in fighting. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed the news.
I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks."
Almost 12% was the surge in shares for Gucci owner Kering after it said it was poaching Renault boss Luca Di Maio to take over. Investors welcomed the appointment, saying he's the right man to revive the debt-laden luxury giant. Di Maio has won acclaim as a turnaround expert after transforming Renault's fortunes during his time at the helm. $21 billion was the total value of orders racked up by Airbus over the first few days of the Paris Air Show. That was in contrast to arch-rival Boeing, which has opted not to announce any deals following last week's fatal crash of a 787 operated by Air India. Top execs at the US aerospace giant have opted to skip the Paris show, the industry's main event of the year, saying they need to focus on the crash investigation. 90 days is the new extension to a US deadline for a decision on whether to shut down TikTok in the country. Donald Trump put back the date for a third time, with the White House saying it was worth it to get a good deal for the Chinese-owned short video app. Trump has previously expressed confidence that Chinese President Xi Jinping would ultimately back a sale. And $10 billion is the price tag put on the LA Lakers basketball team. That's according to ESPN, which says the Buss family will sell a majority stake to TWG Global boss Mark Walter. If confirmed, it will be the biggest ever sale of a professional sports team.
Moving on, pro-Palestinian activists broke into a Royal Air Force base in central England, damaging and also spraying red paint over 2 planes used for refueling and transportation. Palestine Action said 2 members had entered the Brize Norton base in Oxfordshire, putting paint into the engines of the Voyager aircraft and further damaging them from crowbars. The group said in a statement, posting a video of the incident on X. Let me quote the statement here. "Britain is not just complicit, it's an active participant in the Gaza genocide and war crimes across the Middle East." Now, Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned the quote-unquote vandalism as quote-unquote disgraceful in a post that he made on his social media profile X. Palestine Action is among groups that have regularly targeted defense firms and other companies in Britain linked to Israel since the start of the conflict in Gaza. The group said it had also sprayed paint on the runway and also left a Palestine flag over there.